welcome to Behind the Music Desk on 88.9 WERS. I'm Alex.
I'm Hope.
And I'm Nina.
And we're going to be talking about some of the songs that just played on news this week and also some of the songs that have been added to the station. So first up we have Segall with Orange Color Queen, and this song is going to be, or is from his upcoming self-titled album, which is coming out January 27th of next year. I'm really excited. This
oh my
is
goodness.
so cool.
Yeah. I first heard it on SoundCloud, and honestly, like halfway through the song, I was like, I can't wait to listen to this again.
I
and
know,
I listened
yeah.
to it for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful, such a beautiful love song.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just
Just like, oh, it just
feels
love
so
it, love
nice.
it. Can't wait to see what else he's
Yeah,
coming up with.
what
kind
the
of
album
stuff.
direction
Yeah.
will be, because like I've heard this song compared to like Bowie and Big Star, which is cool and like very different, I think, than his normal influences. So yeah, I'm excited to see if that's the direction he's going to be going in, and more of like a stripped down sentimental Segall, because that's like
not what you would
expect, but also amazing, and I love it, and I'm there for whatever he's done. And oh yeah, this is gonna be his 8th studio album in 8 years, which is crazy. And also not even like, that's not even it, he's done singles and EPs. It's crazy. He's a very prolific artist, and I love him with all my heart. So yeah,
Perfect.
cool. What do we got next?
All right, so the second song we aired on news was the latest from Milky called Cocoon. This is like the first single they've released since I believe it was 2014, and it's just kind of cool because Stolen Dance was probably one of the biggest songs within the last 2 years, and I just like checked on Spotify and it has almost like 300 million streams.
That's so
It's a huge song.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's interesting because, like, for me, they weren't even on my radar really, but to hear that they're so popular is, I get it, because they have that sound that is, I think, widely appealing, but also not just exactly what every other band is doing at the moment. But I definitely like the, I want to say, I don't know, soft electronic sound.
It's very bouncy.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's both upbeat but not like too aggressively upbeat. Like, it's still chill, I think, in a way. Yeah.
I also really love what they said about the meaning of the song for them, about kind of their time off and how they kind of cocooned themselves in, created this music, and now are releasing it, which I thought was really cool. Inspiration for this kind of new project that they.
Yeah, they don't have any info as far as like a set album date or any shows, but I'm sure once that does kind of get rolling, because I know even when their first run at Coachella, they were at the main stage, or like the afternoon.
Really?
So
Wow.
they have a wide appeal that you don't necessarily realize.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
it's exciting to have them back.
Yeah.
Next up, we have C'est Toi by Cameron Avery. I feel like we talk about musicians from Perth, Australia, like every week on this, but we have another musician from Perth, Australia. He has been in so many bands, and this is his first release kind of on his own, his first kind of solo project He's now the bass player for Tame Impala. He's a former member of Pond, Albrook Avery, and Growl, so he's done, and more than that, like he's done so many things.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and I think especially with this song and the direction he's going in, it's very different from kind of the psychedelic rock influence for the majority of the work he's done in the past.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely a strong, like, piano ballad, which you would, I mean, who's to say what could happen for the future of all of those aforementioned bands, but that's not a direction they've ever leaned in, so.
I think it's really suits him though, like as an artist and with his voice, like it's really nice to just have his voice highlighted, no background effects, like just him and the piano. I think it's really beautiful, and it's a great love song too, like a very classic.
I can't wait to see the album in the spring. Very vague. We don't really know, but very excited to see what else he has to bring to the album. And next up we have Loveblood by Sundara Karma.
So good.
Yeah, so good. Band out of Reading, England, gaining lots of
I'm so excited
attention.
about them. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I really
Band to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's just like, I just feel like they have so much potential, and we were kind of discussing this in our music meeting about this was that a lot of bands right now, they're kind of going for a more introspective, like bands can more easily do like a bit of like a more personal sound. We haven't had like a big
like stadium
sounding new band, I feel like in a while.
A long time. And this is perfect. And they're so young. I was actually, when I was Googling them, I was expecting them to be like in their mid-20s or something. They started when they were 18 and they're just 20 now. So I am really pumped that there's young people who are actually embracing the sound, because I feel like we mostly would, I don't know, associate with like Arcade Fire or something. Yeah. And they're a more mature band, but it's really cool to see like young, new up-and-coming bands embrace that. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, people who are influenced by those bands, and they're on their first ever like US tour right now that's sponsored by BBC. I was able to catch their show, and they are the real freaking deal. And they have such cool style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Well, their debut album, actually they haven't even released an album yet. They've just been touring on EPs and singles, but their debut album, Youth Is Only Ever Fun in Retrospect, comes out January 6th. So definitely excited to hear that.
I'm looking out for that.
Alright, and that brings us to the end of the news list, and now we're going to talk about our most recent ad to the station, which is also a song we featured last week on news, and it's Here to Stay, the XX, On Hold. I'm still just as thrilled and excited that they're back as I was last week. Since then, they've like announced their tour, which is very cool.
Yeah, and they did that thing with sending the free tickets to fans like in advance of the tour, which I think was super cool. A really interesting way to announce it.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I wish I had been a fan in the UK that had gotten that ticket, but
seriously, that would have been so wild. And that happened even before it was officially announced, like to the public. They just secretly, very quietly sent fans like, we invite you and friends to, and they're doing, of course, like arenas, very large venues. And yeah, they'll be touring the majority of... It starts next week, and then they're going until April, and that's not even with North America, so they're in it.
That's definitely probably coming up, and I'm sure they're going to play a lot of American festivals too. Probably Coachella would be a guess. Yeah.
I know, we could only hope.
I know. It'll fit, I think, with their schedule. I don't know when their last tour date is, but...
Either
we'll
way,
see.
They're incredible live. It's clear that their sound is way more, has a bigger kind of dancier sound.
Definitely. This song, really cool. The Hall & Oates sample is so cool. Something that you really have to look for. I didn't catch it on the first listen, but once you kind of realize it, it brings such like a fun kind of
It gives almost like a hip hop vibe to it, which is hilarious because it's Hall & Oates sample.
Exactly. But it's very like it's cut in a way that it doesn't really sound like any type of like Hall & Oates. It's just the way that it's cut is really cool, and it brings like that dance beat to it. So
okay, so that's rounding out for Behind the Music Desk this week. Catch us next week when we talk about the music that's going to air on next week's news, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.
And every time I let you leave,